begging.
And she'd talk about how she'd stabbed the plastic-faced mannequins, which is what she'd called Abigail Folger and Sharon Tate.
Every time she screamed, she'd stab her again, and she just kept stabbing her until she stopped screaming.
And she said that Sharon would plead for the life of her baby, but the whining had got on her nerves, and that she kept stabbing her in the stomach, but she had a hard time because Sharon was trying to protect her stomach with her hands.
And she told me that to stab somebody is better than having a climax. To stab somebody is a sexual release in itself anyway, because the whole world is one big intercourse, and everything in life is in and out, whether it's smoking, eating.
Charlie said the whole universe is one great big fuck. Everything. He said it was everything.
Susan told me one time about this fellow that was going to kill himself anyway, but he wanted to do it while bawling Susan.
Charlie said die to him just as much as he did to everyone else.
Since he was going to kill himself anyway, she thought it would be a groovy experience. So he had the gun in his hand, and he and Sadie were bawling, and he told her, he said, now, when you start to reach your climax, tell me when.
That's this Christopher Jesus that you talk about.
As soon as she started reaching her climax, she told him, okay, now. And when she said now, he just took the gun to his head and bang. And killed himself right in the head. And she said it was really groovy because, especially, she said, when she took the blood from his mouth, you know, because she was climaxing, and I guess he climaxed. That's what she told me, that a person climaxes when they die. And she said, but it was really groovy. She sucked the blood from his mouth, and it was warm, and she said it was just too much, that I should try it sometime.
Like they think it's right to murder. They want to murder. Look at all the people, and they get a kick out of it. A sexual kick out of it. The whole thing, I think it's sick. I mean, I don't know.
But she said they wanted to do it, something to really shock the world. They wanted to take their eyeballs out and squish them against the walls and really make it gruesome. They were glad that these people were celebrities. But she said the bigger things are yet to come. And they wanted to really make it gruesome then.
I showed her this picture of Elizabeth Taylor, and I was telling her how beautiful she looked, and she said that she deserves to die.
Sadie thought she was really pretty, but she had to destroy her looks to bring out the real beauty in her. She was going to poke out her eyes and take a knife and get it real red hot and put it on the side of her face and burn her. Sadie liked Tom Jones sexually, but they didn't like him really because, like, he was famous, he had political influence, as where Charles Manson didn't. And they thought he should because they thought he was a great singer, better than Tom Jones.
She was going to make him make love to her right in the midst of the climax. While he was making love to her, she wanted to stab him. She wanted to see the look on his face. She said, wow, it'd really be something to see. It probably would.
They didn't like Sinatra. They were going to hang him up by a meat hook and then skin him alive while playing his own music and then make purses and sell them to a hippie shop so everyone could have a piece of Frank Sinatra.